Welcome back to Call for Help. We are doing something so cool because it used to be that Legos were just a fun way to build farms and towns, but Legos these days are far more sophisticated. You can actually use them to build robots. Prepare to be dazzled. Joining us with an incredible array of robots is LEGO Mindstorm's mastermind and master Anthony Fudd. Welcome.
Thank you.
These are cool.
Thank you.
What should we start with? Can you make something do something?
Yeah, we can actually make this little fella do something. Okay. Actually, this is what I call it's an ATM-style candy dispenser.
Huh.
And so it basically, I call it the ATM-style candy dispenser because you can read lines on a card. So you can actually insert a card, it'll read the number of lines, count the number of lines, and then give you that number of candy.
Is it a magnetic reader?
No, it just reads, uses a light sensor to tell between light and dark.
Okay.
So there are two cards there.
Okay.
And if you insert one of them with the line up.
So here's just a... I will get one piece of candy
You
with
get
this
one piece of candy.
And what about with this one?
You get two pieces of candy.
Can I use this one?
Yes.
I'm a smart girl. So I put this face up.
It'll suck it in, just like an ATM.
Where's the dispenser? Oh.
And there's candy.
Uh-huh.
It asks for two, so you'll get two.
That is so cool. And then it spits the card reader right back out.
Exactly.
Oh, that is awesome. Now, what did you use to build this? I mean, this seems...
Well, this was built with the LEGO Mindstorm's robotic convention system. And what that is, it's a robotics set for people who don't need to know anything about robots. You can actually make robots, you can experiment with sensors and input, and actually with programming. You can make things do things that you want them to do.
Wow. How did you get started in this? I mean, you worked at LEGO as...
I worked at LEGO. I actually was a student, and I started freelancing, designing models for LEGO and for LEGO Mindstorms. And I started doing those things. And when you build so many amazing things, they start to call you a master builder, and then they start to send you out and let you do things. So.
Do you think you have the funnest job in the world?
I think so.
Do you have an engineering background? Is that where you came from? Okay.
Yes.
Do you have to be an engineer to know how to do
No, not at all. Actually, the set is designed so that anyone can start. You don't even know how to program. You don't need to know how to glue or drill or do anything like that. In the past, if you wanted to do robotics, you needed to be technically savvy. Now you don't have to. If you can snap two Lego bricks together and put a peg in the hole, you can actually make interesting robots that can do different things. Like that. You can also make robots like this one that can water plants for you.
Show us this.
So.
This is an elephant.
Yeah. So this one is shaped like a little elephant, and so he'll dip his trunk into a dish of water, and he will actually suck up water in his trunk.
Okay.
And then he will load his trunk up, and then actually lift his trunk and squirt the water on a plant.
Wow. That is so cool.
You might... There we go.
That is so awesome. How long did it take you to get this thing configured to correctly process all of these instructions?
It doesn't take very long at all. The most thing is once you get used to actually making the robots, and actually in the set you actually get training programs that actually teach you how to do certain things, so you'll learn the basics. Then it's a matter of just experimenting. Building the robot is probably the most difficult part, and then once you build it, programming it actually is very easy.
I'm really curious what the programming interface is like. Can you show us some of that, or what do you have that can give us an idea of that?
Yeah, so if I get this here. So the programming language is actually, it's all icon based. So you don't need to know how to write code. You can basically just grab.
Are you trying to download some of this stuff right now? I see, there we go.
So you see here,
oh, that is cool.
This is actually for the camera.
So we have this robot over there with a little tiny little neck cam on it, huh?
Yes, he has a little PC camera.
Wow.
And so by using the camera, you can actually make the robots actually see, and they can recognize color, light, and motion.
Okay. And then you can command it from here to go about its business?
You actually write your program on the PC, and then you download it into the robot.
What's that connection like?
It's infrared.
Infrared.
It's infrared, so just like your television remote, you don't need wires to connect your robot to the PC.
Wow.
You just simply press a button, and it sends a program that you've written into your robot, and then once it's in the robot, you don't need to be connected to the PC anymore. The robot can then run on its own.
What's the age range for this? Is this for grown-ups?
No, it's actually for ages 12 and up.
Wow, okay. All right. But maybe some adult supervision, or how have you seen kids working with this?
We've actually seen kids as young as 9 working with this. The difference is that because you're making robots, you're making your own creations, you have to be able to troubleshoot your own ideas, and so that's why we recommend that it's for ages 12 and up. But the actual construction and programming the robots is actually is very simple. It has a very low threshold, but a very high ceiling.
I think when I just kind of spied that remote control. Can you show us that? Because I think that's interesting. It does look fairly simple. Let me just hold it up here.
It is. Well, what the remote control does actually gives you access to the different program slots that are actually in your robot. You have up to 5. And so you can actually access those immediately from the remote control. You can also control the different outputs. You have 3 input ports on your robot, and you have 3 output ports. And your inputs can be different sensors, Lego sensors, like light sensors or touch sensors or rotation or temperature. And you can use those in different ways. And then you have them control outputs, and the outputs can be motors or lights or sounds.
What about some of these guys you have down on the floor? What do they do?
The large one that's sitting there, he's actually a bipedal walker. And he uses pneumatics, some of the Lego pneumatics, and he actually walks on 2 legs.
Wow, that is pretty cool. Now, how long did something like that take you to make?
Well, that one's a quite sophisticated model, and that one took me about 2.5 weeks.
He's in a sleeping mode right now.
He actually had a little accident. He fell off the stair.
Oh.
So,
but he'll have a recovery?
Yes, it's Lego, so you can just snap them back together.
Are they pretty fragile, or is it because you can rebuild them that easily, it's not a big deal?
Because you can rebuild them, it's not a big deal. There are different techniques to actually make them stronger, which you are shown in the training sessions on the CD-ROM in the software that let you know how to build things better. But in general, it's just Lego, so you can just snap it back together even if it does break.
I would imagine that there's a pretty big community building around this, and is there a competitive format for these, or how does that work?
Actually, it's between close friends, it can sometimes be competitive, although most of it is very supportive atmosphere. You can actually go to the website, LegoMindstorms.com, and you can actually go there and you can share images of things that you've built. You can upload programs for things that you've made. You can also see things that other people have made, and you can chat with each other. So you actually have a worldwide network of people who are using this, anywhere from children to adults.
Wow, that is so cool. I'm going to get my 2-reader card and get a few more pieces of these gumballs. Thank you so much. Be sure to read Anthony's article for some inspiration on creating your very own robot. You'll find it at our website at techtv.com/call for help. Thanks again. That was cool.
Thank you.